meditation in the Buddhist sense. So meditation for the Buddhist has a particular purpose to help us gain our focus and strength in the mental faculties, so that we are more conscientious of everything that we do, conscientious of our bodies, our words, and every aspect of our life, to always know precisely what we are doing and why we are doing it. So there's different types of meditation that can help produce those desired results. The Buddha particularly taught breathing meditation, and so the breathing meditation is where you take your in-breath and you breathe out, and you pay attention to all the sensations produced by your breath. So you breathe in and you breathe out. And I believe there's people have also said that you breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. I'm not sure of all those details, and I'm not an expert in meditation. So, but the idea is to pay attention to the breath. And they say feel the breath as it comes in through the nostrils, and feel your lungs filling up with the breath. Okay, and then as you exhale, you feel the breath as it's leaving the body. So that's one type of meditation. But again, the end result is supposed to be gaining focus and strength of the mental faculties. So there are other ways that this can be achieved. We mentioned in a previous video how walking meditation is very similar, because you are conscientious and you feel each footstep and the sensation that each step produces, and just being aware of your surroundings and everything that you see and you sense. So a very similar concept, but it's called a walking meditation. There is another type of meditation where you get a picture in your mind, and it could be something that you see physically, maybe a holy object, maybe a neutral object, and then you close your eyes and you try to vividly imagine as many details as possible of that object. To start off with, you probably start with something that's very plain, not detailed or not very detailed, but as you progress, you could probably imagine more and more details, and so you can progress to more detailed objects. So this is another type of meditation used for strengthening the mental faculties and increasing focus. Another method is meditating on the Dharma. The Dharma, I believe the word technically means the teaching. So Buddhist scripture is the sutras. Okay, so every religion has its own version of the scriptures. The Christians have, the Bible, which Bible comes from the Greek word biblios, which means the book. Mormons have the Book of Mormon. The Muslims have the Quran. The Hindus have the Vedas. Okay, Buddhists have the sutras. The sutras are a lot of books. It's not just one specific book about that thick. There's volumes and volumes and volumes written on different topics. So the Dharma is the teachings. So it can get really sophisticated in all the things that you can study and meditate on in Buddhism, because there's not one specific book where that's considered to be divinely inspired. So nothing within the sutras is considered to be divinely inspired, It is simply very holy people who have walked the path trying to get to nirvana. Some of them may have reached nirvana, some of them may not have. But they're, the people who have done that. And then you also have the actual Buddha's teaching himself, who was enlightened and reached nirvana. So when you study those teachings and meditate on them and try to progress yourself, that is also a way of meditating. So maybe my next section of videos, once we finish talking about journey to Buddhism, or the basics of Buddhist thought, my understanding of it anyway, maybe we'll do some reading from the Dharmas. But that is basically what you want to do, is try to gain focus and try to meditate and think about. And to meditate literally means to think, right? So but you want to direct your focus and direct your thinking, gain control over your mental faculties. The greater focus you have, and the deeper meditative states you can reach, the more clearly and accurately you will see the world. And that is really part of it. And remember, in Buddhism, we want to see things as they are, not as we want them to be, and not as we fear that they could be. So you want to get away from fear-based rationale. You want to get away from delusions that are of grandeur, or seeing things that we want to be true. But how are things really in real life? And so we try to gain an accurate view of things, and you can do that better when you gain control over your mental faculties.